Postal banking. What does that mean? Post offices around the world, in fact, over 100 countries have what I'm about to describe to you. The post office provides financial services. You can have a savings account. You can have a checking account. You can have a credit card. You can get a loan. You can do all the things you do with a bank, but the post office provides you with an option. It's usually an option that's much more convenient because every post office has it. It's an option that's usually much cheaper because the government is providing it and the post offices already exist and the structure already exists and the trained personnel who already deal in money orders and other financial items are already available, certified. It's perfect. It's a way to offer Americans, if we did it, cheap alternatives to banks. What banks? The banks, the large ones that have been caught over the last 5 years doing every illegal and every unethical thing banks are in a position to do. We should have an alternative, which we don't now. We also have a situation where people who live paycheck to paycheck often are short and have to go get something called a payday loan from some lending agency charging hundreds of percent per year in interest. The post office could provide a cheap, convenient, reliable, better service for the mass of the American people. If the answer is it must be left in private hands, given how they've behaved and given their extortionate rates, then you really have to wonder whether we have a government that's there to serve the private interest or a government that's there to serve the mass of people with something they really need. A quarter of Americans are listed as either unbanked or inadequately banked. That is, they don't have a bank convenient to them, or they don't have enough money to make it worthwhile for the bank to give them an account, etc. The post office can serve the mass of people with a much better alternative. It'll be a better alternative that also forces the private bankers, on pain of losing competition, to come up with as good or better service, which is as it should be. Funny how those banks always celebrate competition, but they don't want it from the government, even though their behavior makes it long overdue. We actually had postal banking in the United States from 1911 to 1967. It would bring more revenue if we let the post office do it, which the post office needs to run itself and to support the postal services. It's a good idea. It exists in 100 countries. We ought to have a demand for it now. It's something the American people need, and the only opposition is from the big banks in the United States, and they have foreclosed any need to do that.